Good morning. I am today going to Leeds, a brilliant city. Very excited. I'm going to meet the wonderful Laura Wellington from Juke Studios. I'm also going to go to a rave. I kid you not, back in 1989. I'm going to be heading out there now. I'm going to meet Laura. We're going to go for a wander around the city, and then I'm meeting the lovely people at this exhibition called In Pursuit of Repetitive Beats. And I'm going to hopefully not have any flashbacks. It's going to be fun, and I'm going to take you along with me. But first, I've got to drive. Well, I made it to Leeds, and it's a gorgeous day. And I'm going to be going into Juke Makes, which is co-founded by Laura Wellington, who is very kindly going to show me around some of her city, her beautiful city of Leeds. So we're going to go in now and see what is what. By the way, it's so annoying that I've started videoing myself at this age, the ripe old age of 46, soon to turn 47. I'm going through the bloody perimenopause. I've got such spotty skin. It's so unfair. Life is unfair. I've never had spots, ever. And now, the moment I decide to put myself on camera on blimmin' YouTube, I erupt like a pizza. Not fair. Right, should we go and see her? Let's go in, see what's going on. Oh, wow. This is incredible. What a space. This is amazing. Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
This is amazing.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, this is Juke Makes then, is it?
Yep, this is our, this is Liam.
Hi, Liam.
This is our fabrication lab. So we do lots of different things here. We have got a full suite of different kit. We've got CNC, 3D printers, laser cutters, vinyl cutters, and yeah, we make and produce things for artists, engineers, architects, galleries, museums. We do lots of things here.
Do you love it?
I love it.
Do you know, when I saw that initially, I thought it said Run DMC.
No, but yeah, it says Run CNC. So all of our machines have their own names. So the laser cutter is Mother Frickin' Laser.
Wow.
Nod to Austin Powers.
Yes.
Yeah. And across all of our businesses, actually, a lot of our kit has their own names.
Oh, really? All,
Yeah.
all after Austin Powers characters?
No, not Austin Powers all the way through.
There's not a fat bastard?
Yeah, no, not a fat bastard.
This all looks interesting.
Yeah, so this is a combination that we are just producing some seating for a museum. And we are using the 3D printers and making these seats. And then these are all kind of modular systems. Cell tops, this is the tiny maquette. And then these can all be in different correlations and ends.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's really exciting. It's nice to combine two processes.
That's a 3D printer?
That is a 3D print, yeah. And it's really strong.
Good grief. Whoa.
So good.
That is amazing.
Yeah, this is a really exciting project. We're really, it does that combination of using the different processes and yeah, making nice high-end stuff for museums is a pretty lovely job.
Yeah.
So,
I just love this logo. Who did this logo?
our friend Ollie did it. It was part of the kind of original Juke branding. And then we built the light box then. But yeah, this is again just us playing with the 3D printers and parametric design and different ways that you can use the machines really. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I didn't know. I didn't realise it could make things like that.
We also have a 3D printer that does ceramics as well. So
Dear me.
any ceramics
I feel like I'm very behind on this sort of thing.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of different things that they can do now, and it's really exciting to get to play with them and to push them in different ways, really.
Gosh.
So yeah.
You just wouldn't want to do anything else, would you?
I
I'd just be
mean,
wanting
yeah.
here all the time.
I mean, the dream is get enough jobs so we can just play for half of the year.
There you go. What an amazing space. We're now going to head into Leeds City Centre. Laura's going to show me some of her favourite spots, and then I'm going to head on to the exhibition. So where are we heading to next? Where are we going? Where are we heading to next, Laura?
So now we're going to head into Sunken Studios, which is a place to work with ceramics.
Nice.
They do everything from membership through to workshops and courses. And yeah, it's a great little space. So we'll meet Chris. So Sunken have been our neighbours since, well, same time really, around 2020. And they do lots of different things. So they've got all the wheels. They've got all the kilns in the back through here.
Yeah.
And then there's just all these kind of, there's lots of lovely things to see and do.
So we're just here. We're walking to the city centre and we're coming across all these lovely things that Laura is very familiar with.
Yeah, so basically we will see lots of bits of art that I'm a part of or responsible for with my project In Good Company. So this piece is for the late artist Andrew Weatherhall.
So where's this?
We are in Brew Wolf now, which is a little bit of a different stop on the tour in terms of food, beverage, good times. So we've got Brew Wolf Tavern, which is on its way, and it should be completed, I think, by the end of the summer. And then we've got Cafe 212, which is a great music bar and just a lovely spot. So this is one of the spots that we come to
It's
during
lovely,
the summer.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's really lovely.
Really nice. And when the sun comes around this way, is it?
Yeah. And then the water's just here, and then we're going to walk over the bridge and I'm going to show you some more art. So Jenny Beard and Benjamin Craven completed this boat in 2021. Just down here.
Lovely. Look at that.
That was a lovely project to work on.
Oh, you did it? You were
Yeah,
involved?
that was In Good Company as well.
Oh, fab.
And then you start to spot, so there's the piece just down here, the heron. And so Leeds just has started to have all these pops of art coming up now, which is really lovely. Well, not now, it's been coming up for a while.
And what about on this side? I think I could spot
Yeah.
the barrel piece over there.
So the barrel piece is there, so again, In Good Company. And then just here you can see the owls on the building at the top there. I'm not sure if you can see them.
What a beautiful day.
Absolutely gorgeous. It's a city, but it's quite small in that you can kind of walk from one side to the other in like half an hour, really.
And I bet you get to know everyone.
You get to know everyone, and it's a much kind of closer unit in terms of like independence and working with people. There's always we're always helping each other out, and so yeah, it's a great place for that, really. This is now a key landmark in the city. So this is the You and Me, Me and You by Anthony Burrell, and we completed that in 2021. Which started the planning for it in 2019, so it was a long time coming. And then just behind you here is the Penfold piece, and this is the first building that I did as part of my In Good Company project. So yeah, it's weird around here because you can see where I've been.
Yes.
It's really strange.
You really put a stamp on the place.
We are now at Wharf Chambers. Wharf Chambers is a members bar, and it is a very special place.
Is it where you go and have, amazing nights and you forget the next day what you did?
Amazing nights and you forget what you did the next day, but also lots of random nights where you're like, what is going on here? What have I arrived to? And then also there's artist studios above, and so there's a gallery space, and so there's lots of things happen. So this is like, for me, the kind of the pure DIY feeling of Leeds, really. A lot of the stuff comes out of here, so it's very special and important to the ecosystem as well.
Right, lead on.
Yep.
I put her on the spot. I just kind of said, I'm coming to Leeds this week. By the way, I'm bringing my camera.
I am very on the spot. So then we are here, and Fred Aldous is there, which you'll know from Manchester, the art supplies shop. And then
it's fab, isn't it?
Duck and Drake is like old school pub. Again, if you go in there for the karaoke, then you're having a great night.
You've got to have an old school pub.
And then just here is a bar music venue, which sadly is having to relocate, called Imaginarium, and that's a great night out, but they will be going somewhere new.
Wow.
And then we're going to head along here and go to Eat Your Greens, which is a special...
Across York Studios,
yeah.
Is that more kind of co-working?
Co-working and a bit more kind of corporate vibes rather than
artist.
Katy
and Laura vibes.
Yeah, another special corner of Leeds. So we have Eat Your Greens, day through to night. They have a little shop, lots of independence, fantastic and natural organic wines, and then Outlaws Yacht Club. Many a good night in there. But they also have a hairdressers, so that's a bit of a cool spot. And then there's Leeds Market, which is a whole other video on its own.
Oh, I bet it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's got kind of new and old, and then they're also bringing in some development there as well. So people do love Leeds. And if you live in Leeds, you can't just say Leeds, you have to say
Leeds.
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 So it does have that. And then there's a little studio here which I've not been to, but it's called, basically a rug making space. So you can come and learn, it's called Testbed.
Isn't that gorgeous?
And so you can learn how to make rugs in there. I've not done it yet, but...
Shall I poke my head in?
You could poke your head in.
Do you think they'll let me?
Yeah. Hi.
Hello. Hi, this is great. We're just being nosy.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're just doing a little tour.
Oh, nice. Hello.
Hello.
So we are having a workshop at the moment. It's make your own rug workshop, topping workshop.
Amazing.
So we'll teach you how to make your own painting.
Love it. We'll come back.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So this is, we've looped back around and this is Kirkgate now. So this is Leeds' oldest street. And this has been kind of up and coming for about 20 years.
Always
but
the case.
they just started, there's been some big investment into the buildings. They were crumbling. But yeah, this street has seen many lives. But at the moment we've kind of got like hairdressers and Wap and Tark. And I think there's a vintage shop down there. And so yeah, so this is coming, but it's great. I mean, unfortunately, a building fell down, so they had to close the road, but it has meant that you can now sit outside in the road. So maybe that might make change for the future.
Swings and roundabouts.
Yes. And then we're going to head to the Corn Exchange now.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
And this is the Corn Exchange. And again, this has been through many, many lives. When I first came to Leeds in 2004 for university, this was full of businesses like this, really. And then it went through a change and they tried to make it into a food hall and loads of people moved out. And now it's coming back, and walking back in here now feels like it did when I first came to Leeds. It feels really exciting. So there's loads of different people in here. And colours may vary are just there at the top, which is where we're heading.
Everybody recommended I go there.
Yeah. And this is the penultimate stop on the tour, and this is Colours May Vary. So this is a prime spot in Leeds, not to be missed. Go on, you go. Full of all of the most beautiful things that you can ever imagine, every creative's dream, the curation of everything from exhibitions through to the cards to the books. Andy and Becky work so hard here.
That's Becky in the background.
Yeah, that's Becky in the background. We go way back. And yeah, very keen supporters of the scene in Leeds, and just two very, very good eggs with beautiful taste.
So I'm here at Testbed in Leeds. I'm here for the amazing In Pursuit of Repetitive Beats exhibition, which opens this week. I was very excited about the experience because I didn't personally go through those rave days, but I caught the back end of it when it started to move into the clubs. So I'm kind of a bit nervous. I've heard that it's a really emotional experience and very nostalgic. And I've got so many memories from the mid-90s onwards. So, oh God, let's see what happens, eh? This is exciting. Hello. Hi. I'm Katy. What's your name? Thank you. Obviously, this is something that's on tour.
Yes.
It's been going for a while. It's the first time we've experienced it. You know, things happen. We were busy last year on the floor. But so what do you love about this experience? Because you're one of the people that have brought this together and made it happen.
I mean, it's a labour of love. It really is. And for me and the artist, Darren Emerson, who made the piece, it's lived experience. So we were wayward teenagers in the 90s that, you know, got in cars and flung ourselves out into the wind and went on exciting adventures, you know, in search of raves, in pursuit of repetitive beats. You know, we were there with friends and new friends, having sublime moments of connection and unity, driven by electronic music and you know, a time pre-mobile phones, pre-GPS, where, you know, you were young, you were lost, but you were free.
It was a magical moment. I was a little bit younger than you, only a little bit.
I remember it.
But I kind of got the back of it. I got the back of that moment. It was a really special, unique moment in history that I don't think can be repeated, really.
I mean, it's hard, isn't it? Like, I mean, I'm really proud of Beats as an experience. I think it's a great experience. People really love it. We know that people really engage with it. Part of the magic, I think, is because we take you back in time. And for me, it's, for someone who's my age, a bit older than you,
Tiny little bit.
Is like I go back in time and I can be 19 again, you know, in the early 90s. And then for some people who are younger, time travel is really attractive because of what would it be like to be in the 1990s, since everyone like outside is dressed like it's the 1990s, and there's a real resurgence in that. And so I think the project, and it's been touring for like 3 years now, it kind of doesn't date because it takes you back in time. It's not telling you what's going to happen in the future, which frankly we're all distressed about. You know, we're all distressed about like what's going to happen in the future. Like right now and in the future is really scary. When we look back in the past, you know, it feels a bit more comforting in a way. And I think when you look back in the past and you think about a time just pre-internet, and definitely pre-mobile phone and social media and globalized news, it suggests a kind of freedom. And I think people who are younger, they say often when they come out of the experience, they say, I feel nostalgic for a period of time I didn't live through, but I also feel like a little bit envious or jealous that you had that freedom. I think that's really nice to hear. And of course, for the kind of older crowd, like my age, old ravers, it's often really powerful. It's often an emotionally resonant experience. People come out, they talk about those years, they feel emotional, they talk about their friends, like often talk about their friends, they talk about their family. And sometimes what's really satisfying now that we've scaled the experience up to being an experience you can do with 4 people, a multiplayer experience where you see each other, these kind of like spectral avatars, is we get families.
Yeah.
So we get like mums and dads with their teenage kids or preteen kids kind of saying like, this is how we did it.
It was very magical. I was crying.
Well, it's okay to shed a few tears, I think. It's to be emotional.
It is very emotional. I just, it was back in that car. It just brought back so many memories, which I thought had gone forever. And so, thank you. It was wonderful.
Oh, pleasure and a privilege. And that car, there was a lot of debate at the beginning about what car we should use. And Darren was always like, has to be the red Peugeot GTI. And this is a bit of a spoiler, but you know the beginning of the film where you put the record on the record deck, you hit Orbital's chime, fall into the record, then it becomes a motorway. You go through the back of the car. So the shoot for that was really complicated. We had to like this huge blue screen studio and then drive this Peugeot into the blue screen and then like push a camera through the back of the through the back window of the car with the actors in it, and it's a very complicated scene. At one point we were joking like we're going to spend all the budget on the first scene, but it's something that we're all so proud of. And I remember Darren storyboarded that super early, like he just drew it out, and it's exactly how he imagined. And the same with the scene with the radio tuner where you walk and use your body to tune radio.
So clever.
Yeah, but weirdly it was one of the first ideas, or maybe he's just really clever. But weirdly, it was one of the first ideas, and exactly how he kind of imagined it, we managed to execute really well. Yeah. And it's really great fun watching now the multiplayer version. There's 4 of you, and you all have your own radio. Is watching everybody kind of line up. There's always one person who's like late, and the other people are like kind of going like this. Come on, you stand here, and then you need to. And then watching people kind of rock backwards and forwards as they like tune the shipping forecast or something.
We were all being so polite, weren't we? We were like, do you want to pick up this flyer?
If you've been with your mates or if you've been with your family, you know, you would have been like, come on, Mum.
Yeah, it was so good. Thank you so much. When were you born?
1965.
1965?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, you're an old bastard.
No, yeah.
Dave, it's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm pleased to meet you too. Thank you for the compliment.
Oh, you know what? You're looking good. So why are you involved in this? How are you involved?
In this actual exhibition?
Yeah.
Good question. I suppose because I was right there at the beginning at the cusp of Acid House. I went to all the first ever raves. I was lucky enough to be around the Hacienda when that started.
Yeah.
And then going to all the Blackburn parties and going through all the rave culture. And then starting back to basics in early 91, which obviously you can see all the posters and everything that are around.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been in it for a long time, 33 years now, Back to Basics has been running.
Important question, Blackburn or Stoke-on-Trent?
Blackburn. Without a doubt.
Gone off him.
I mean, like really, Stoke. I used to go to Shelley's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shelley's crew?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'd go down there when Sasha was there. And then obviously, I mean, we used to go everywhere. I mean, back in the day, you'd get in a car and it didn't matter if it was 50 miles, 500 miles.
It was whoever was playing, wasn't it?
Well, you'd just get to wherever the party was.
Good times. What was your favourite memory from those?
Oh, I don't know. I mean...
Do you have any?
Luckily, escaping the police most of the time.
Yeah, what was that all about? Why couldn't they just let us have fun?
I know. I mean, I think the only thing that they could relate it to was the miners' strike. Yeah. So that's how they dealt with it, with brute force. And I mean, the last party that I was present at, which probably was the last party in Blackburn, was at Nelson. And there's about 10,000 people in a warehouse. And when the police came, it wasn't long after Hillsborough as well. I mean, bear in mind, there's people out from Liverpool, Manchester, Leeds, I mean, everywhere, you know. But they shut us down, and when the police came in, everybody was piled on top of each other, and it was a really scary experience. And the unity and the love that was there, you know, prior to the raid, was like so unifying. It was just a beautiful thing, you know.
Well, the government did sack the Professor Nutt, was it? Because he found that alcohol was the most dangerous drug, and ecstasy was the safer bet.
Well, that's it. I mean, at the time they didn't know what ecstasy was, you know. I mean, and the sad thing about it was that the old rave culture, they kind of made it quite druggy, you know, in the press and everything. But you know, drugs have been around since you know since the beginning of time. But most of the people that were there weren't taking, you know, like a lot of things. You know, you were there with multicultural people. You know, like, you know, from all classes.
One love.
Yeah, that's it. It was, you know, there's lords there, ladies, there was the unemployed, there was, you know, even off-duty policemen, partying, doctors, you know, people of all, you know, from all walks of life. And you know, and when you've got that many people together dancing, it's a beautiful thing. And I just never quite understood why, you know, like when the Criminal Justice Bill came in, it was, you know, more than 50 people dancing to repetitive beats and is a dangerous thing. Well, you know, tell me why, you know. Yes, it's tribal, yes, people are getting together, you know, but it's your heartbeat, foot on the floor, it's bum, 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 you know, it's otherworldly. I mean, there were moments when the sunrise came up in the morning where it was so beautiful, you know, I'm getting emotional now thinking about it. It was like almost, you know, yeah, I mean, like I said before, it was otherworldly, and, you know, and the unity and the fact that all the football violence had stopped, there was no really territorial, you know, problems going on. Everybody was just loved up, you know, and that was a beautiful thing. And that wasn't, you know, down to, you know, any kind of narcotic. That was just down to the sheer fact that, you know, everybody had got together, you know, and well, managed to find a party in the first place, you know. that
was always a success.
That was yeah. I mean, if you lost a procession or lost the convoy of cars, sometimes, you know, you just have to wind your windows down and put everybody had their heads out listening for the bass, and driving around industrial estates hoping that it'd be there, you know.
Now you've got a new album coming out. You're going to carry the party on. What's this all about?
Well, it's called What Goes Around, as records do, and seasons do, and lives do, and since I've been Buddhist, it's also got that undertone, or you know, I never even realised when I was making all the tracks. It's, you know, it's about unity and community and people coming together So the old albums, you know, like even though the tracks are made at different times, have that feeling of unity, and I'm, you know, quite pleased with it. They're all slightly different tunes, but it's all, you know, love is a message, really.
Love is a message. I love that. We'll take that. Well, thank you very much, Dave. It was so nice to share some memories with you.
You're welcome. Yeah, it was lovely to spend some time with you as well.
What does it mean to have something like this exhibition come to Leeds, and specifically to your amazing space?
Okay. Well, yeah, it's a pretty big deal. This is the only northern show on this leg of the tour, so we're quite happy to have it come up here, fresh from the Barbican, sold out of the Barbican, and it's now here in Leeds. So it's a pretty big deal that a nice, big, interesting VR exhibition has come to Leeds.
It's an amazing space. It's like absolutely incredible. I wouldn't have known it was here, and it's in a really nice area of Leeds that's got a lot of creative community on the doorstep. Have you always been in Leeds yourself?
I've been here for 20 plus years. Yeah, graduated and then stayed here basically. And yeah, it is in a good spot. We are a blank canvas warehouse space, so we keep ourselves kind of on the down low a little bit. But we do all manner of different things, from full-on raves through to conferences and product launches, and then VR exhibitions like this as well. And
have you got any sort of personal love of this kind of thing? You know, I don't want to make any assumptions on how old you are. I think we're similar age.
Yeah.
Late 70s.
So no, I wasn't there first time around, unfortunately. I did the maths, and I think I would have been about, this exhibition was set in 1989. I would have been about 6, I think.
Okay, I'm slightly older. Sorry about that, dear.
But yeah, I would have loved to have been.
It's just because I look so young. That's what it is. That's what it is. Sorry.
I've been in and around electronic music for 20 years, running various venues, and I started out as a nightlife photographer back in 2004-5 sort of time. So many a darkened room and noisy beats, but yeah, I wasn't there the first time round, unfortunately.
How's your hearing?
What?
What did you say?
It's not too bad. I recommend earplugs. You definitely need your own moulded earplugs.
You do need earplugs. Brilliant, man. That was such an amazing experience. I got so emotional in there. I was really surprised by how I reacted. They were good times, the 90s. I wasn't quite old enough to be there for the Summer of Love, but I do have many good memories. And when I was in that first bit, I don't want to give any spoilers, but there's a bit at the start where you're in a car and you're going down a motorway with your mates going to find a rave. Well, it was the same thing, going with your mates to find a club all over the country, all over the UK, and I just got so emotional because a lot of people I knew back then, they're not around anymore. So I was just it brought it all back, and I think that wrapped up with the fact that everything just feels a little, the contrast of then and now suddenly came washing over me, and I was just like, oh my God, I want those days again when they felt simpler and easier and people were all coming together. And maybe nostalgia's a dangerous thing. Maybe we have rose-tinted glasses. Maybe it really was a special moment. We grew up without mobile phones or the internet, and it was just magical. But yeah, remembering those days, I was streaming. I mean, how can you not when Orbital's Belfast comes on and you're immersed in this incredible experience? Anyway, thank you so much for coming along on this journey to Leeds. Thank you to Laura Wellington for such a wonderful tour of her home city. Well, it's not her home city, but you know what I mean. And thanks to everybody at Testbed for showing us around this incredible exhibition. If you've not yet done In Pursuit of Repetitive Beats, if I can get my words out, I'm still emotional. I highly, highly recommend it. Until next time.